Hi, I'm Kira. I work as a personal stylist. I'm known as a counsellor because I counsel my clients on the best palette of colours for them to wear and the best style of clothing to match their personality, their body and their lifestyle to help make them look good, feel good and ultimately do good. I connect looking good and doing good because my key message is to learn all about what works for you. Then you will buy less, buy better and wear it more. Quality over quantity every day. Part of my job involves removing the garments that don't work for clients from their wardrobes. I like to refer to these garments as the lurkers. The lurkers are the things that we buy that we never use, or the things that have been there for many years and don't fit our bodies and are no longer useful to us. I teach people how to buy workers, quality items that are going to make them look and feel fabulous every single day. I spend a lot of my time in people's wardrobes, emphasis on the war. What I see almost every single day is a widespread, intensely damaged relationship with clothes. We also are suffering from a lack of education on what we actually need to make us look and feel fabulous. People come to me complaining that they have a wardrobe full of clothes and absolutely nothing to wear. And I ask them, do you know what you need? Or do you just haul and hope? When you walk into a shop, do you know what you're looking for? Or do you just haul and hope and bring all of those things home with you because they're cheap, because they're on sale, because you got them at an op shop? Those things end up becoming lurkers and rarely become workers. So what do we do with it all? Unlike our grandparents, who maybe had, let's say, 5 outfits in total, they saved madly for the best quality fabrics that they could afford, or they probably made those garments themselves. They had a deep understanding of what it is that they needed to fit their body, and they also knew what they needed to match their lifestyle. They looked after, they cared, they repaired, they re-wore garments until they died. Fast forward, today, clothes are considered disposable. Absolutely disposable is how we view clothes. Australians are the second highest contributors to textile waste in the whole world. The average Australian buys 56 new garments every single year. The average cost of that garment? A mere $6.50. We discard up to 2/3 of all of the garments that we buy every single year. So 2/3 of those 56 garments at $6.50 a year end up being thrown away. Currently, Australians tend to have 2 different choices for away. One of them is the bin and the other one is an op shop. So when people say op shops have changed, I agree, they have changed. But so too has our relationship with clothes. So too has our relationship with excess. People telling themselves that they're doing good by donating their unwanted excess, their unwanted $6.50 garments to op shops, is doing good and giving. They're kidding themselves. They're not giving anything. They're taking from these charities. I don't think we're really thinking this through. What can we expect charities to do with our unwanted rubbish that we couldn't do ourselves? Well, today I'm at Anglicare WA's depot where they process all of the donations for their 4 stores here in WA. I'm here with some of my clients who have volunteered their time to increase their education and to give back, to genuinely give back, to sorting through some of the donations and to fully understand the landscape that I have just described for you. So I'm going to have an interview now with Natalie Burridge of Anglicare Opshops, and she's going to talk us through what's really going on for Anglicare and their experience of this level of donations and excesses. So Natalie, thanks for hosting us here today. Tell us a little bit what you do at Anglicare, what your job is, and also tell us what the purpose of Anglicare's work is.
So I oversee the retail operations in WA, and I run 4 Opshop locations and the warehouse that we're sitting in today. The role of Anglicare WA Opshops is to raise funds for Anglicare to provide services within the WA community. So Anglicare does what they can with quality donations that come through our door. We sell them, and with the profits that come in from that, we're able to provide services to those in need.
And tell us, what do you say to someone who says that op shops have become overly commercial and also are overpriced?
I don't believe the overpriced part, but we are a commercial enterprise. Our purpose is to provide funds for Anglicare. So we do what we can with what comes in, and we market them, and we run like a retail business, because the money coming in, we can do a lot of good work with that.
And the more money that comes in,
the more work we can do.
You can do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is it right to say that the people that you raise this money for are actually in need of money and not damaged goods and clothing?
Yes, so we sell the products that are donated to people who can afford to purchase things and can afford to buy stuff. People in need generally need quick fixes. They need cash, they need help with their electricity bills, they need help with counselling services, they need help with food and emergency relief, damaged items, broken bits of furniture. Kmart t-shirts with holes in it are no good to somebody who's already struggling.
You talk about a volume of stock that you get,
yes.
Donations that you get that are damaged or unsellable.
Yeah, of course. So what you can see going on behind us is a team coming into sorting through our raw donations. On average, 18% of what we receive is sellable, 82% is rubbish. 82% is not suitable for us to pop in one of our op shops and sell for profit.
So what do you do with that? What happens to that? You can't make money on that, right?
No, absolutely not. It's a huge cost to our network to actually get through those mountains and mountains of clothing. So on average, we receive 100,000 kilos of textile waste through this very small facilities per year.
Just this one here in
Just
WA?
this one, yes. Yeah.
Wow. So talk to me a little bit about the cost of sorting and of disposal.
It's probably our biggest cost throughout the whole network. We spend more money on sorting, collecting from our drop boxes and managing our stock than we do on rents or staff wages.
Wow. I think that's something that most people wouldn't actually think.
No.
I think that they would think that they can just sell it for rags, for example. So tell me a little bit about ragging, for example. I think a lot of people think, I can donate it to the op shop and they can use it for rags. Do you make money on that?
No, we don't. So we do get a proportion of money from our rag bag sales, and it's not enough to cover our landfill costs. So we're just recouping some of the loss we've already made on collecting donations.
And you've also got to pay someone to process all of that.
Exactly.
And so you have overheads that are required to actually even recoup costs.
Yes.
So when all is said and done, would it be better that you didn't have to do that at all?
Exactly. We would be more profitable if we didn't have to worry about the excess and worry about the junk coming through our donation boxes. We would have more funds available for the services and be able to help the people in need.
So the way I kind of see that is when people are donating, and I don't even want to use the word donating, but when people are feeling like, I'm doing good, I'm going to give this, what we would deem as rubbish, as we've seen here already
Yes.
today, to the op shop, and they tell themselves they're doing good. So they're buying things and they're, maybe not wearing them, but they're such low quality that, you can't do anything
Yes.
with them. And they're telling themselves that they're doing good by giving that to the op shop. I kind of feel like that's not giving.
No.
What do you have to say about that?
It's taking funds from a WA charity. Every time you make that decision to give us something that is obviously unwearable, unsellable, too poor quality for us to make use of to sell for funds, you're taking funds from our services.
So it's taking, not giving.
Yes.
If I had one message to go out to people, it would be that. Stop thinking that you're doing good by buying rubbish in the first place. Stop thinking that you're doing good by donating rubbish to an op shop, because you're not giving, you're totally taking. That's my thought.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Natalie, hit us. If you had one piece of advice, what would it be?
If a garment isn't good enough for you, it's not good enough for an op shop.
If you wouldn't give it to your best friend,
we don't want it.
Absolutely. So buy less, buy better, wear it more?
Wear it more, yes. We are dealing with the excess of society. We don't actually want to deal with this excess. It'd be better for all if people were just making the correct choices in the first place.
And bought quality over quantity.
Yes.
Absolutely. So fair to say, if we look behind us here, you'd prefer 10% of this
Yes, 10% of it.
Pure quality,
of pure
with a
quality.
high chance of being able to resell it.
Yes, exactly.
Then 100% of unsellable.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you, Natalie.
You're welcome.
Thanks for creating this opportunity. It's been hugely informative for me already, and the girls back here are on an absolute buzz. I'm not entirely sure I'm ever going to forgive you or thank you for making me wear hot pink, because it's definitely not in my autumn palette. But I'm really proud to be associated with Anglicare, and also with Rotary. But I'm proud of the opportunity and grateful for the opportunity to help educate some of my clients and about the quality over quantity issue firsthand. It's been a real eye-opener, and I really hope that together we can maybe bust some of the myths about what really goes on in an op shop and help educate people, really. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming out today, and thank you for taking a look behind the scenes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.